Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition, Choir Boys Outdoors, a Sabertooth Axe 2 rendition, if you will. Before we get started, guys, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, that stat's all over the place. We say that a lot. That just means you can read a different article 2 or 3 times a day and it'll be different. The thing we care about over here is this, the number 0. Anything over 0 vets is simply unacceptable. We love you. You have a place here. That's all it means. You're welcome here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And when we do, because we have, we accept responsibility for it. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, this is the Sabertooth Axe 2. Now, you've seen a comparison with the Sabertooth Axe 1. Here's the difference. It's an elongated handle, and the tooth part is not as pronounced. Got a lot of feedback about that tooth, so they adjusted it here. It's not protruding back towards the hand. And the first one was always safe. Always safe. But see how that is? That's nowhere near. So the visual is better. Here's the deal, guys. A week ago, Don Moore Kramer, who runs Carnivora, asked me point blank, he said, Scab, what are some goals for 2023? And I said, well, Don, I'm taking over everything. And he said, well, okay, Scab, but Carnivora in particular. Here is my goal with Carnivora, okay? Shade, Carnivora Shade. Carnivora is the design house. Shade is the maker. Here's my goal. To show you the functionality of the tool. To show you how it works. To demonstrate how it works in a novice's hands. Now, this video right here is using the tool, okay? We're doing normal stuff that you would do with a hatchet, an axe, whatever. Here's the thing, guys. These things hit insanely hard. Couple things you need to know about Shany. One, the guy is a master maker. Point blank, period. Never had one thing from Shany that wasn't sharp. I've never had a blade from Shany that would roll, that would chip, any of that. Always done well. His handles, no hot spots, firmly in place, no loosening of the scales. That's a big thing. Consistency with a maker is big to me. If you'll notice too, guys, I pick a lot of guys and I pick companies to represent on the channel that if you look at all of them, they work, they grind, they put out material and they put out products and they put out good products. They work, they put in the work. Shany puts in the work, right? Carnivora puts in the work. You ought to see all of the stuff Carnivora is working on as a design house and moving forward with different products and moving forward as a company. I believe in that, or they wouldn't be on this channel. Now, what I wanted to do with this video is just show y'all some everyday use that you would use with an axe, okay? This thing hits as hard as an axe. It just does. Now, to my tree-hugging friends, my dear tree-hugging friends, guys, there's certain things out here on this property we got to remove. I'm sorry, but we got to remove it. So if we got to remove it, we might as well take the time to use it to demonstrate it so it doesn't go to waste, right? That's right, Scab. Praise the Lord. All right, here's what we're doing. This is my studio over at Kirk's, and we're just clearing out some land so we can put some different things up. It's private property. Kirk owns it. It's my YouTube studio, Bushcraft Center, etc. We're going to shoot the whole video right here. Right now, right here, what I'm doing is removing this tree. Now, here's the thing, guys. With my videos, when we do the demonstrations / reviews / whatever the hell you want to call them, I do things a little differently. Like, I'm not going to go out there and just attack and go crazy. Like, normally, if I'm going to chop something down, I just mow my way through it. With the demonstrations and the reviews, I want to stop. I want to take my time. I want to show you some different angles. I want to show you some different chops. Why? Because I want to show you all aspects of the tool. That's what this is, isn't it? It's a tool. Now, it's a badass looking tool. It's a cool looking tool. It's a sharp axe, and it gets the job done. But I wanted to do a little bit of everything. So right now, right here, we're going to process up this tree. I'm going to use parts of it for a shelter. I'm going to use parts of it for firewood. I'm going to use some of it for some bushcraft stuff. So we're going to just process it up. The thing I want you to take note with the axe is this. Couple things. One, how hard it hits. Two, how controllable it is. And three, how there's no damage to the blade. Now, I really don't know what kind of tree this is. I wish I did. There's some hackenberries out there which are useless, or hackberries, whatever you call it. And this particular tree starts off as just a bush, a weed, and there's about 1 billion of them. They burn really, really well. They really do, and they're good for making some bushcraft shelters. But I don't know the name of it. I'll try to get the name. The other thing is this. It's green, so it's somewhat soft, right? So what I wanted to do is process this up, and then we're going to go to an oak limb that's fallen. And when I say limb, it's about probably 10 to 12 inch in circumference limb that's dried out. It's not rotten. It's hard as a brick bat. And we want to go just straight down to test the axe. Test the edge. Here's the thing. Spent a couple hours out here just swinging it. Never got tired. Really didn't. No hot spots. No jarring in the hand. Very easy to control. Very, very easy to control. And right there, it's just like chopping and process. I'll tell you this. You could use this axe in the kitchen. You most certainly could process up food, vegetables, anything like that. That's one thing that I love about a lot of Carnivora's designs. They're multifaceted. You could use them for different things. Now, for me, for the purposes of this demonstration, we're chopping. That's its primary function. It is an axe, and I want to give you as many good looks at it as I can. The other thing you're going to notice is this. Not only are the handle scales incredibly comfortable. It's 5160. Shany does 5160 as good, if not better, than anybody. He really does. I believe the handle scales are micarta. I'm almost certain they are. That's something I would have to double check. But the handle scales are insanely comfortable and pretty damn grippy. You don't see a lot of slippage. You don't see a lot of deflection. And I'll mention it again, guys. I got busted up hands. The handle also contours to my hand. I like the few extra inches length that they've put on this one. And right here, guys, look. I'm going to show y'all, like I said, we're going to do some different chops. Whereas normally I just try to blast through something. We're not trying to do that for time. I'm just trying to take my time and show you. And what you'll notice about this axe too is it cuts. It doesn't break. Now, it hits hard enough, it can break some things. It really can. But it's razor sharp. And it's as sharp ending as it was beginning. I absolutely adore this axe. Let me give you some specs on it. I meant to do it earlier. The blade length, the actual beard length of the axe is 7 inches. The blade length from the back behind the handle to the front edge is 5 inches. So the beard length 7 inches, the blade length 5 inches. The handle, not including the pommel, is 10 3/4 inches. Okay, so got an ample handle there. The inner grip, and yes, I pulled the inner grip, is 8.5. The handle thickness is 7/8. The handle width is 1 1/4 inches. So you've got ample handle that's very, very easy to control. And you can see right there, I'm taking about a medium grip and we're just doing some push cuts. Now, you can use this axe to do some planing. You see right there the sharpness. And guys, throughout this whole video, this is just actual use. What better way to prove it, right? As we go, we can add some stuff. I'll probably come back and do one more video on it. But I thought for this video, let's show actual use. Let's show it works. It hits very hard. There's no hot spots, no slippage. The handle scales stayed on. It was able to process up a good amount of wood in a very, very short period of time, respectively. Badass to the bone, son. Straight up badassery. Now, it is 1/4 inch thick, so it hits very hard. I need to start getting a weight on them, guys, and I'm sorry, I will do that. For I'd say a medium-sized axe, it's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough that as we're swinging, we get some really, really, really good bites on it. It does what it needs to do. I am over the moon with this axe. Over the moon. The Sabertooth 1, I liked a lot. I really did. I was surprised at the performance. I was not surprised at the Sabertooth 2 performance. It hits super hard, super sharp. Now here's the deal, guys. Let me take a few minutes. Now yesterday, we did a big video. We went over 30K. That's awesome. We announced our memberships and our Patreon. Thank you to everyone who has jumped in and supported us on that. We've got some really cool videos up over there in Patreon and memberships. There will be a link to Patreon in the description. There's a join button right below the description. It should say join right where it says subscribe. If you want to join memberships, hit that. It's super dope. We're going to have a great time over there. Join us over there. We're doing one tier, $5. Ain't much at all. Love to have you. If you can't do that, I understand. But please, if you can, do so. Otherwise, just hit like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. That'll be my one time this year I ask you to subscribe. Right here, look at the edge right there, son. Straight up badassery. I'm just telling you. Now, this is that oak. This is that dried out, hard piece of oak. Not to mention it's a cool day. If you see me in sleeves, it's chilly. So we got cool adverse weather or cold weather, and we're just going straight down or straight in to that oak. I did some flat straight down right there into that knot. That's an actual oak knot, so it's a little extra hard. I wanted to give y'all as many looks at chopping some of this hardwood as I could. And guys, listen to me. I don't pull off on anything. It's not on me to pull off. It's not on me to make an axe look good or a knife look good. That's on the maker. That's on the designer. It's not on me. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do and give you guys the best look at it that I can. And I am appreciative. And Shany, let me say this directly to you. And Don Moore Kramer, let me say this directly to you. Thank both of you guys. Thank you for making my job easy. Now right there, we're just going after it, guys. But I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Shany as the maker for making a quality product that I don't have to worry about tearing up. Thank you for Don Moore Kramer for designing something and running a design house that makes quality stuff and has the integrity to tell me to beat the hell out of it. Love it. And remember this more than anything. I'm Scab. You're not. Badass axe, son. I'm